This is gonna be bananas. Bananas. And we're live. Podcast Mayhem, episode 20. Coming to you from the Bobcat Lounge. What's going on?
What's going on, people?
Woo! We're
doing it.
We did it. We're here. Episode 20.
We've changed up our format a little bit.
You like it?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. Now we can see Terry if he comes on.
That'd be nice.
He's not half gone at the bottom, so.
I can send them the link.
Yeah. We'll have to send everyone the link so that they can hop in if they want.
I think that's fine.
So, anyways, yeah. So, how was last week for you in Zamboni Mayhem, Pete?
Wasn't that great, but we had like 800 games, and Terry won them all.
I did say last week. What I meant was, how was it last year? Because the week one lasted forever, and
yep.
Oh my, it just
like
kept
projected
going.
Points 700, and then this week it's like 300. It's like, what is going on? My team sucks again. Nope, just it's the regular week.
It just kept going and going and going. But
you didn't have to play Terry, which was gross.
I still lost to the second highest freaking guy, Kiefer, who still doesn't know how to use Fab. So, you know,
I don't have high expectations for Kiefer.
At least we don't have Fab in hockey, so that is one good thing, I guess.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, we're here again, episode 20. Welcome to Podcast Mayhem. It's been, like I said, week one's over. We're moving into week two. You want to show a quick standings update right now?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, so since we've only had 1 week, Terry's sitting at top because he scored 8,000 points against Pete last week, so he's in first. And then Kiefer, Sean, Derek, and Justin also got a win. And then myself, Steven, Pete, Timmy, and Todd, who I'm not sure even exist yet, all took a loss. So
what is a Todd?
I don't know what a Todd is, and the only photograph I could get of him looks pretty whitewashed, like from 1999, and I think it might be Terry's other team. He's really pulling one on us.
I was told it was Todd Beck, but I have not. He has yet to confirm that he exists.
That is a picture of Todd Beck.
Is the email address on the account? Does it go to Terry Washburn?
I haven't received Todd's payment. Todd's payment for the league yet. He's the only outstanding team manager, so Terry needs to send his additional $15 that he owes for his second team.
Terry's bench.
But so that's our standings update for the week. Hopefully that changes, and me and Pete go to the playoffs and win first and second, because that's what we all really want. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful. We deserve something good to happen to us. Terry's always winning.
If I come in first, I'm going to get a second Bobcat for the Bobcat Lounge.
If I come in first, I'm buying myself a Bobcat for the Soft Taco Shack Lounge. Maybe a neon taco light. That might be good.
That would be amazing. You need a neon. You definitely need a neon taco light right there where that picture's at, next to your stick and your brewing paddle.
My canoe it's a canoeing paddle.
Oh, it looks like a brewmaster paddle to me.
No, it's a Leinenkugel. It's signed off to the Darlings from John Leinenkugel himself.
That's pretty amazing.
Water straight from the Chippewa Falls.
That's a pretty amazing piece of Leinenkugel history sitting behind you.
This is why you're in charge of pronouncing our names.
I gotta purposely mispronounce most everything I say just to piss Sean off, and he's not in our program notes yet updating how to pronounce words, but I'm sure he will be before the end of the show.
I was waiting for it. I was like, when's he gonna jump in here and see if we've updated anything to see when this is coming? Any
moment now, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, welcome to the podcast, you hosers. That's the standings update. And a quick top 3 scores from last week. Yeah, here they are.
For one.
Nice. It's going. You like that? Little Ice Ice Baby?
Yeah.
So Connor McDavid, who Pete has, just obliterated Terry, I believe, night 1 or 2.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, it was like 40-something points, right? In one night. He got a hat trick, right?
He did.
I think that may be the only hat trick of any of our players that I know of. So pretty good.
There's a few other hat tricks, but there's we'll talk about a few other hat tricks later.
Sweet. And then Leon Draisaitl.
Perfect. Nailed it.
He's my guy. He's my guy. He's my keeper. If we keep any players, this will be him for me. So pretty excited about him. And then Jeff Petrie for Kiefer. So those are your top 3. It was a pretty big point spread below that. There wasn't a whole lot. There was only maybe 10 players above 70 points for week 1. So a lot of stuff happened in week 1. A lot of COVID protocol stuff that kind of mixed everyone around and had games canceled or postponed or whatever. And
really having stars definitely hurt people.
Yeah. So I dropped and then picked up stars in week 1 because of that. I was like, getting rid of you. I'll pick you back up now that you're playing.
Did you drop Ben or did you put him on your IR?
I dropped him. I picked him up and then I dropped him again. Because he's a bum now. I'm not picking up Ben anymore. Nice try, Ben.
Baloney.
I probably will. I'm out of moves this week, but maybe next week.
You were out of moves the first day.
I know.
I'm very scared of dropping people because I have no idea what I'm doing.
I like to churn. I like to player churn. It's just how I like to do fantasy sports overall. So I don't know.
Are you gonna drop some Draisaitl for me?
I'll never drop Draisaitl.
That's what I feel like I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop one of these people, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Why did you drop that person?" Terry's gonna say something like that.
Well, I dropped one of my goalies this past week, and he's got like 98% owned in Yahoo leagues or whatever, but he's been a bum, and I think Fleury's gonna take his position out in Vegas. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What's going on with the Preds?
Man, well, we just won 2 games straight after
nice.
After those horrible losses to Dallas. So and it was against the Blackhawks, who I hate much more than Dallas, and and I'm happy with those wins. So they were both exciting too. They both went after regulation. Scary games. Shootout. I think they both went to shootouts.
Who's the goalie gonna be?
What do you mean? Like in Nashville?
Yeah.
You mean for the next game specifically, or just overall?
No. Like, is it gonna be Rene, or is it gonna?
No, I think it'll be Saros. I think Rene is kind of like turning over the team to him. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna retire after this.
It's a rough start for Saros.
Yeah, but it's a rough start for everyone. It feels like everyone's pretty rusty, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. I don't know.
Maybe that's why we never win NHL 2020. The right goalie.
That's it. That's
we
what
don't
it
have
is.
Bricks.
Yeah. Only Bricks can win. We know that Derek's terrible at NHL, know that. So he's probably the worst player of all time. That's what I've heard. If I had to pick one. He loses to kindergartners mostly, so.
It's pretty horrible.
All right, so we're going to do a quick breakdown of scoring explanation on what these abbreviations mean and everything for all you guys who just cannot figure out what's going on. I feel like most people maybe have figured out what's going on, but some maybe not.
Time to learn.
Yeah, so we're just going to go over a few of the ones that might confuse you. The plus minus, which I think is the most confusing at first for people because they're like, what the heck is that? So plus minus is a player is awarded a plus when he's on the ice and his club scores an even strength or a shorthanded goal, and you receive a minus if he's on the ice for an even strength or shorthanded goal scored by the opposing team. So that can be a huge thing if you're on the ice, if your player's on the ice and they get 2 minuses. because they're worth 2 points each.
Yeah, it sucks.
So it can add up pretty quick, which Gripe Train Sean knows all about. He's been keeping up with the plus minus pretty close, I believe, and that's all he cares about. He just keeps getting all the minus points.
Good job, Sean. It's not golf.
Yeah, minus cost me 8 points yesterday, so thanks a lot. Plus minus, it could be a big deciding factor over a week's period. So, yeah.
Excuse me. Whoops.
Yeah. You want to take the next one or two there?
Yeah, we can split them up.
Go ahead.
We got a SOG, or otherwise known as a shot on goal. It's a shot that directs the puck towards the net and either goes into the net for a goal or is stopped by the goaltender for a save.
Nice.
Yeah. It's worth 0.9 points.
Yeah.
I've got a few of those recently.
Yeah, shot on goals. Those add up pretty quick too. If you got somebody that's got 5 to 7 shots in a game, it's an extra 5 or 6 points there just from that, even if they don't score. So, yeah.
It's nice when you see a defender that has a few of those on there.
Yeah. So I've personally been shopping defenders based on how many shots they take, and that's because, you get a point for a block in the league, but I mean, anybody can get a block, even, wings, center, whatever. I feel like defensemen that are taking a bunch of shots.
I feel like they're just tapping L1 and R1 all the time.
I do like to just lay out completely sliding, helicopter sliding around the ice.
It's the only way.
It's the only way to block any shot.
I got the next one.
Yeah,
you got it?
Ahead. No, you go ahead.
Triple P. PPP stands for power play points, which is the sum of the goals and the assists earned by players on the power play, and it's 2 points.
That is right.
2 points.
Yeah, so you can double dip if your player gets a goal on a power play or gets an assist on a power play. They're double dipping, getting those extra 2 points.
You're likely getting a plus minus out of that too.
Well, if you're on the power play, it's not a even strength, so you won't get a plus minus. So you'll get a plus minus if you're shorthanded and score. You'll get a shorthanded goal and a plus for that.
That's nice.
Yeah. So kind of going into that, the shorthanded and shorthanded assist, shorthanded goal, shorthanded assist. So the SHG and SHA, that's just when the team has less people than the other team, and they score. You get extra bonus points for that. So yeah, you can get. Let's see, we have like a little example down here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you score on a power play, you get the goal is worth 6 points. The power play points, which is worth 2, and then a shot on goal, which is 0.9. So that one goal is worth 8.9 points in the league. And if you get the assist, an assist is worth 4 points. So it's still worth quite a bit. So, yeah. Hopefully that clarifies a few things for you knuckleheads that can't figure it out. Todd. Where's Todd? Todd! Start screaming Todd.
Terry!
Speaking of Todd, biggest blowout this week wasn't Todd.
I love the Among Us animation.
Well, Todd. I'm confusing Terry and Todd together because
it's the same team. It's the same.
Todd got destroyed by Derek, almost 200 points. That is a big blowout. If I think will be the biggest blowout of the season, especially since the week was so long.
He's the closest to the land of hockey, so I'm betting on Derek. He's gonna do well this year.
That's true. He lives closest to
Minnesota?
all the flow.
Minnesota.
The Minnesota. And then kind of in contrast to the biggest blowout, Sean barely beat Steven by only 31 points, which is It sounds like maybe a lot, but we played for it was like a 12-day week, so that's not that many points, and
No, it
so
was pretty close.
that's a pretty close match. I'm sure Sean was sweating bullets. I don't think Steven even saw the score because he's preoccupied on the other side of the world. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
He's doing a good job.
He is. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's doing it. Week 1 is over.
Yeah.
I mean, week one's over, and he lost last week, so he's 0-1. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
You won't see us again till week 4 or week 3.
That's true. I kind of like the Friday night, every other Friday night podcast though. It's low pressure. I don't have to do anything for a whole week and a half.
No,
It's nice.
I have no idea what's going on.
We kind of just on Friday morning we just like stick everything together and just make shit up as we go.
And that's what you get.
Yeah. So that's why we have such good quality stuff in this podcast.
For our 1.5K subscribers.
Yeah, super famous. Super famous.
Why do we have so many subscribers?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure after this there will be fewer or more. Who knows?
If you guys can find Todd Beck for us and tell him to set his lineup, that would be wonderful.
If any one of you can find Todd, he may his email address may go back to Dawsonville, Georgia, or it may go to other places. We'll see what happens. All right. Key hockey phrases. This is my favorite segment of Podcast Mayhem at the time. Let's get into it. So
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yard sales up first, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got it.
All right,
me.
I got it.
Oh, me. Okay.
This is a pretty good one.
I love yard sales. So I actually know this one. So, yard sale is when a player gets hit so hard that his equipment goes flying, like his stick or gloves or something, or his helmet, and they're left on the ice after the play. Sometimes called a flea market or a garage sale. Used in a sentence, it'd be something like, that cow clutterbuck hit caused a yard sale. Yard sale.
That's a hockey name for you. Cow clutterbuck.
Yeah. Nailed it. I nailed it, Sean. In your face.
Take that.
I hadn't even seen this before. This was like one time through, first take. Nailed it.
We're getting better.
All right. So what's chirp? What's chirp?
Chirp is talking smack to the opposing team, just feeding that hoser garbage for lunch, getting under that skin and just let loose. Get into that kitchen and make some pancakes. I got some examples of chirps. You want to go every other?
Yeah, let's do that.
Ray Charles sees more ice than you.
Hey, goalie, I've seen coupons that save more than you do. That's a good chirp, Pete.
You're so soft. You're 10-ply, bud.
You're 10-ply. Did you come up with these chirps on your own?
No, these are good chirps.
These are pretty good. Are these like your nephew plays hockey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get these
his favorite
chirps?
thing?
Did you get these chirps from him?
I did.
Nice. I love it.
I was like, what's your favorite like hockey phrase? And he's like, chirping. He's like, we're always chirping. I was like, is that getting underneath their skin? He's like, oh yeah, we got some good chirpers on our team.
That's like a big deal. You got to get the other team all hot so that they draw a penalty or something. Get that power play going.
Yeah, you gotta have
what it's all about.
You got to get your line mates back. I hear that line mates are like basically your best buds for the rest of your life. Never forget your line mates.
Gordie Howe hat trick. What is this? This trifecta consists of collecting a goal, an assist, and a fight in a single game. Yeah, so I corrected that on my own, Pete. Thank you. This hat trick is named after Mr. Hockey himself, Gordie Howe. There have been 2 Gordie Howe hat tricks this season. Jake McCabe and Oliver Bjorkstrand.
You nailed it.
Hey, I know some stuff. I'm gonna butcher some names later in the show, because I haven't ever heard some of them pronounced. So We'll see. Well, that's a Gordie Howe hat trick. So good job, Oliver Bjorkstrand and Jake McCabe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Keep it
one
up.
up,
Keep it
we
up.
got is a bucket, which is also a hockey helmet. An example would be Bert clocked Sean so hard he knocked his bucket off of his dome. What a hoser!
What a hoser. Oh man.
Just use hoser throughout all of season next year in
Yeah.
Pigskin May.
They're definitely gonna just meld together and become one year-long league. We just carry the points from Pigskin Mayhem into Zamboni Mayhem, and if you win both leagues together, you get the Super Trophy. That'd be crazy. We have to come up with that.
You combine them together and they make
Combine 'em.
something.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be. This is just off the top of my head.
It's just spitballing right now.
Just spitballing. Yep. Speaking of spitballing, let's get into some Scrum Time. You wanna
Scrum
get into that?
Time?
Yeah.
A new
What
feature?
Yeah, new feature Scrum Time. Do you want to talk about this or just let it roll?
Just let it roll.
Here it goes.
I'll figure.
Right out of the gates, and we get a whistle as McDermott will drop the gloves against Foligno. McDermott, who scored for LA here Tuesday night.
Chuck's lost his helmet. Wild on his feet, and the linesman with him. The help the linesmen are trying to get in. Shut down his ass. The players immediately coming out. So the Flames are going to go on the power play. There goes Kachuk. Here he is. Right in front of the net. This was Rod Kachuk. And
Well, that's some Scrum Time right there for you, Pete.
It's
Good
delicious.
stuff. We're gonna do that every week. I love seeing some good Scrum. Some good Scrum. Man, that was good. Yeah, it was a good fight for everyone except that last fight, Tampa Bay. I don't know, it just didn't look too good to me. So
Yeah, Tampa's meh.
yeah. Why is our hockey team in Florida anyways? It's like super hot down there all the time. What's
It
up?
makes no sense.
What's up with that, Terry or Todd? Either one can
Todd.
reply.
Todd Terry.
Either one can reply. Oh no, I've lost it. Oh, we're back.
And we're back in business.
That was weird. It cut out for a second.
You got a rerun for us?
Yeah, freaking Justin garbage time again. Justin's like, it's like, hey Justin, you gonna send a garbage time video this week? He's like, yeah, I should have it ready by like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. And I was like, well, the podcast is tomorrow. He's like, I thought it was next Friday. So here's another best of garbage time with Justin.
Sports fans, it's garbage time. This week we're taking a look at the passionate world of video gaming. Should video games be considered a sport? Yes, video games should be considered a sport. They are rooted in competition, involving athletic ability, requiring practice and physical activity, taking place in stadiums, and are cheered on by die-hard fanatics. Video games and the nerds that play them check all the required boxes. There's competition, wins and losses, athletic ability, physical activity, fans and entertainment such as stadiums, fields, and arenas, practice and dedication, and you can even earn a college scholarship for gaming.
Calm down.
So
You
are
don't
video
need to do
games a
that
sport?
shit.
Absolutely.
It's not that important. Okay?
You dummy!
Yeah, so there's some garbage time, best of garbage time from Justin. Maybe we'll get some new material from Justin for some good garbage time next week. Or
Sure will.
in 2 weeks, Justin, not next week. You have 2 weeks to make this happen.
Which means you have to make 2 segments. You can have 1 minute in each.
Just to make up for all of this. I had another thing and I didn't upload it.
What was it?
Every week. Just something, the versus thing for the next one. Let's go over the week 2 matchups. What we got here? I'm gonna pull up the live scores, and we can kind of figure out what's going on with that. So,
Who are you playing this week?
so I got Steven this week, and looks like right now I'm at 142. He's at 112. I'm projected like 80 more points than him. I must have more games left than he does, I'm assuming. Terry is playing Derek this week, and he is already well ahead, 266 to 120, and he's projected over 100 points at this moment. So Terry's probably the one to beat. No surprise, though, because he does already have a gold rating from previous years, and all of us scrubs started with bronze, so he is the man to beat in the league. Oh, this is good. So Pete and Justin are tied right now at 190, 194 apiece. You are projected 14 points more than him, but that may be the matchup of the week because there's only 2 days left. So
Oh no.
yeah, that's going to be a close matchup, you and Justin. And
I got a lot of points. I think we're projected like to be over 300, so I think we
Yeah, both you are having a good week. So you're both at 194. Sean is playing Todd / Terry and is at 222 to 169. Sean is about 80 points or so projected, higher
Good
than
job.
Todd. So
Todd. I want to play Todd.
yeah, I think Sean is gonna get his second W, but we'll see what happens. Kiefer is about 40 points ahead of Tim right now, 147 to 106, and the projection's about the same. So if he continues on that trajectory, then Kiefer will get his second win. So there may be a couple, Terry, Derek, or not Derek, Terry, Sean, and Kiefer will probably be 2-0 unless something happens in the next 2 days. But there's a lot of games left this weekend. So who knows? Who knows?
I hope nothing.
You hope nothing wins.
I hope that neither of them. I hope none of them win.
You hope no one wins. Hope everyone loses. Everyone. I don't want anyone to win, especially everyone.
Lots of ties.
Hang on, I gotta take a timeout and reload my koozie.
You need a mini fridge down in the.
I have a mini fridge down here in the Bobcat Lounge. It's where I'm getting my sweet beers.
Is that your thermostat to the left of you?
It is. I also have a thermostat in the Bobcat Lounge. It is heated and cooled. It's super fancy down here underground where I'm at right now in the Bobcat Lounge.
The Bat Cave.
Yeah, pretty nice. It was Homes by Derek remodeled. You know how he does.
You have your keepers on the other wall behind you, like for the football league.
My keepers? What are you talking? What?
You got like a map of all your people you're keeping and all your projected plans on the like a secret map.
Yeah, it does. The wall
on the back side of that wall.
Yeah. No, I don't. It's a secret wall this direction over there. That's where it's at.
Some 49ers players just crossed off.
Oh, too soon. Too soon. Well, we got week 3 coming up in a couple days. Matchups for next week. I'm playing Todd/Terry, so that'll be
Lucky.
week 3. Maybe
Freebie.
Terry. I think Terry's slow rolling at first to make it look like his second team's not going to do well, and then week 3 is going to just come in and just hammer me to the wall. Is what's going to happen. So
Typical Terry fashion.
yeah. So Donnie versus Todd, Terry versus Sean. So that'll, if they both win this week, one of them's going to get a loss next week. Pete and Derek,
Boys of the
Steven,
Nort.
Steven and Timmy, and Justin and Kiefer. So there's some good matchups next week. So yeah, the records are probably going to move around quite a bit in the next couple weeks. So we'll see what happens. I don't know who's going to win. I think Terry has the strongest team right now, but who knows, you know? Anything can happen.
Things are going to change.
Anything can happen. You want to get into some news?
I would.
Let's do
So we got some NHL news. There was a big trade in the NHL this week. Pierre-Luc Dubois, who was a free agent in our league, and a 2022 third rounder went to the Winnipeg Jets. That's not the New York Jets or the ones that have Sam Darnold. And Patrick Lane and Jack Roslovich to the Columbus Blue Jackets. According to Yahoo's Chicklet Alerts, Pierre-Luc Dubois is already comfortable in Winnipeg as his father Eric is an assistant coach with the Manitoba Moose. That's like one of the most Canadian things you can say.
I'm assuming that's a semi-pro league or team up there.
Yeah, it's their farm league.
Manitoba.
How touching. He just wanted to be by his daddy. I think all the fathers in the league can appreciate that. How touching.
How touching. This is Terry, this is what Henry would do, I'm sure. So yeah, Patrick Lane, he's a Gripe Train stud already, but he's sidelined right now as he tries to figure out his visa situation, which Sean is well aware of and has griped about it a couple times, hence the name Gripe Train. Patrick may be available to make his Blue Jackets debut next week on Tuesday. He will have to quarantine for 48 hours prior to joining the team. So he's on IR right now, I believe. So it's not really filling a spot on Sean's team. So he's just kind of just sitting around and waiting. So it's not that big of a deal. So.
Oh no, I got some breaking news right now. Patrick Lane, he landed in Columbus just minutes ago and has a 48-hour quarantine until he can play.
Oh my God.
Congrats, Sean.
Is that truly, did that just happen like this evening?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So that is some breaking news. I need a breaking news
Get a button.
Yeah. Streamers fall. Like, where do these streamers come from? Melissa runs in covered in streamers. Where do these streamers come from? Jack Roslovich?
Roslovich?
Did I nail that? I don't know.
He was part of that trade.
Yeah. So he played last night for 14 minutes and accomplished nothing. He has yet to generate any points this season. What a bum. I mean, what a hoser.
What a hoser.
What a hoser. Yeah.
The NHL suspended Wild winger Kevin Fiala, Chick-fil-A.
Kevin Fiala.
Didn't you make a bold prediction about him?
Yes, I did, and he's really let me down this season already. It's week 2. Kevin Fiala, you really let me down.
He's been suspended for 3 games on Friday for his reckless hit on the Los Angeles defenseman Matt Waugh, in Thursday's game at the XL Energy Center. How'd you say his name?
Who? Kevin Fiala?
Fiala.
Yeah,
Fiala.
Yeah.
Fiala got a major penalty for boarding and a game misconduct after checking Waugh from behind 5 minutes into the second period in the Wild's 5-3 victory over the Kings. Roy/Waugh was trying to control the puck in the Kings zone and was thrown forward by Fiala. Waugh's face mask hit the dasher and his head snapped back on the play. He was down on the ice for a few minutes before being helped to the Kings dressing room. I think he's okay though.
Yeah, it was a dirty hit. I saw the video of it, but you know.
And he's on my team.
I'll trade you for him.
I don't know what anyone's value is, so send me an offer. And
I'll
please
trade
consider-
you a 2022 third round draft pick.
I tell you what, it's probably easier to get a trade out of me in this league than
We'll
it is
have
in
to
the fantasy
we'll have
football
to
league.
ask Terry if we can trade Pigskin Mayhem draft picks for the for the Zamboni Mayhem hockey league.
People would be so sad.
This is the cross-platform league where you can trade hockey players for football draft picks. That's what's happening.
I'm gonna trade Antonio
That's-
Gibson and a draft pick for a hockey player.
Yeah. I really want that cup trophy to drink out of. I'm gonna just sell the farm and football to win hockey. It's mayhem. It's fantasy sports mayhem.
Only 10 of us, but there's 9 of us from the league, and then one rando.
And Todd.
And Todd.
Let's trade Todd all of our draft picks. That'll show him. That'll show him. All right, so that's some news this week. The best part was the breaking news. I'm glad that we got on top of that just in time for the podcast.
The breaking news.
Yeah, that was good. Patrick Lane got his visa. Woo!
Congrats.
So he'll be playing Tuesday then. Yeah, most likely. Most likely.
And then he'll have a hat trick against the Dallas Stars like he always does.
Dallas is coming out strong this season, man. They're coming out pretty strongly. Bunch of hosers. Not really the opposite, but I hate them because they beat the Preds so bad.
It was such a bad game.
It was so bad. It was disgusting. Blech. All right. So let's go over a few league moves here. So Dahoney, myself, and Timmy, Sean, and Justin have all used our moves for the week. Pretty much on Monday they were gone. I think I used my 4th move on Tuesday. Justin used his in a 10-minute span on Monday as soon as waivers broke or reset broke for the moves. So that was pretty funny. Well, I thought I had a thing for this, but I guess not.
You didn't load it?
I guess not. All right, well, whatever. So some of the top free agents still available right now for you guys who still have moves left. These are the names that we're gonna butcher. So I'll take the top one, Andrew Kopp. Andrew Kopp, he's a center and left wing. If you need a center that can also hop around into other places, go pick him up right now. Terry has 3 moves. Pete, Kiefer, Todd, Derek, and Steven have used none of their moves this week. So go make it happen. Just drop Kevin Fiala.
How do I use these moves?
Just drop Kevin Fiala. And
Also available is Dennis Gurianov.
Good job, I think. I don't know. I'll get the 3rd one also.
This is not working for me.
I know, right? I purposely spaced the easy names out on every other one. Noah Dobson, a defenseman who has been under the radar a little bit, and I wanted to pick him up yesterday when I thought I had 1 move left, and I discovered I had 0 moves left. And so he's still out there, and I think someone should pick him up. Because if you don't, I will on Monday. So it's probably going to happen. Are you looking up how to pronounce this guy's name, Pete?
No, I think it's Vitek Vanacek.
Yeah, that one was pretty easy. So, yeah. I mean, if you need a goalie, I think he's your man right now. So, I think he's your man. Get you a Vanacek. Get you a Vanacek.
Really don't know much, but give it a chance. It could work out for you.
I want to preference these league move and top free agents recommendations with that. I just kind of looked through some free agents and picked ones I liked based off of nothing. So there you go. Also, top free agents is brought to you by Coinstar, because that just makes sense. Thanks, Coinstar.
Oh man, Justin has a person with 14 points on his bench right now.
Oh my gosh. Do I need to play the video to show you how to set your stupid lineups for an entire week? Ugh. It's not in here. I deleted it, but I wish it was still here.
Junis Corpusalo.
He's got 14 points tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Justin.
What's he got right now? Let me see his stats. Hold on, what's he got tonight? I can't figure it. I got to figure this out real
Hang
quick.
on, I'm pulling up the live scoring in. I want to see what's going on. I want to see what's
Goalie,
going
he's
on.
got 29 saves.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think
Maybe he's not. Maybe he is playing. No, he is playing. He's just in the goalie spot. I was wrong. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was reading it wrong.
So updated live standings. Justin has jumped ahead of you. You were tied earlier, and he is now at 208, and you're at 194. So
This is gross.
yeah, he jumped ahead. You're still projected to win, but he is ahead of you right now.
He's got more games.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm just looking at Yahoo, and Yahoo lies to us all the time. So who knows?
No one trusts it.
Maybe Terry will lose. I don't know. Probably not.
I trust it as much as I trust Todd.
Which is not at all Todd / Terry.
/ are you even real? Hashtag.
Last free agent recommendation: Jordan Cairo.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Karu.
Another center hybrid. So I always recommend getting a center hybrid because just getting a center just sucks. Because then I don't know, it just sucks. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'll never own just a center ever. I'm also 0-1, so take that with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. All right, well, how'd Todd do last week?
No one really knows what's going on. I'm worried for Todd. And that's about all I got.
Yeah, well, I think that kind of does it for the podcast mayhem tonight. You got any last hot sauce packets of wisdom there, Soft Taco?
No, but I have an idea for next week. If we don't see Todd do anything, I think I'm going to make a milk carton with his picture on it.
Yes.
And that'll be my new slide for how'd Todd do.
How'd Todd do? Well, he's still missing, so we don't know. We just don't know. Oh, man. Justin has jumped out ahead a little bit more. Pete, live standings updating. Oh, man.
Oh.
And
you can't take this anymore.
Everyone else is about the same. So, all right. Podcast Mayhem, episode 20. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Y'all have a good night.
See you then. Bye.